toss you the link. Let me make sure to actually turn you up on Discord so people can hear you.
Okay, let me just put this on my Twitter, as you do.
Yeah.
So, you ready to initiate this, what is it, like an interview, debate thing?
It's in interviews. I don't debate with people.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, you can tell me when you're ready, and I'll toss the first question at you.
All right, just give me a second. I'm just gonna, link it to my Twitter. Just give me like 5 seconds.
Alrighty, sounds good.
And I'm ready. Sure, go ahead.
Excellent. So first question I've got here for you, Zed, is when did you start YouTube?
When did I start YouTube? Actually, if you're talking about my channel, well, my channel versary is, I believe, January 23rd. No, what's today's date? I don't even know. But yeah, it's January 23rd. That was my first official. I get official. Coming out into the YouTube scene as an animator with my first video only to be posted on February 13th, I think it was. But I had tried out YouTube like long before then. I actually posted a couple like Minecraft videos. I didn't even have a screen recorder. I just kind of dove straight in there with my iPod camera and an iPad and just started making Minecraft videos. And I got maybe like 11 views or so. A modest amount. But yeah, that was when I of course quit all those channels, but I'm that it brought me to where I am today with my happy little channel here.
Right. Well, I mean, we have similar beginnings then, because I started with Minecraft as well.
Don't we all?
Yeah, terrible content. I was like, I don't know. I think, yeah, I was 11 when I made the content.
Honestly, wait, okay, so I got my iPod when I was 8, I think, and I think I was like 9 or 10. I was using YouTube Capture, and I remember being in my room with my iPod, and I would place my iPod on the shelf, so the viewers would get an upside down view of my iPad playing like Minecraft beta on like the earliest version, and I didn't really share it with my friends. It was just kind of like my mom would watch my videos maybe like 3 or 4 times over just to give me that, just good job, good job there, Zed.
Yeah, no, I told my friends about my channel, and hi there, Pixel Perfect. How are you?
Oh, Pixel Perfect. Hi, hello.
Now, why'd you decide to start YouTube, Zed?
Well, on it started off as just, I had one story to tell, and that was my first video, Bromance. My friend, Leyland and I, we had talked to each other, and I was like, wow, that's a great story. And recently I had just gotten into Jaden Animations, and then very soon Rebecca Parham, and I thought, hey, if other people can do this, then so can I. So I made what I thought was an entertaining video, and I was pretty proud of it until I showed Leyland, and then that just overwhelming wave of embarrassment. And, I posted it anyway, but it was unlisted on my channel for a bit. And actually, funny story, around June or July, I just thought, okay, I really want to give this a second shot, and I really want to better myself. But I have to get rid of this garbage on my channel, you know? So I was determined. The whole determination for making videos for me was to replace the hot garbage that preceded it. And I just kind of had that mindset the whole time through. But now it's more of a trying to
Oh,
improve personally. I want to entertain other people.
I see. Thank you for the sub, Pixel Perfect. Sorry, it's just that the notification sound is very loud and
That's fun.
yeah. So you basically just got started with Minecraft Let's Plays, as I did.
Yep.
Excellent. Hi there, Flat Top Animations. How are you?
Oh, hey, Flat Top.
Uh, Have you had any channels before this one, Zed, or did you just like put all of this?
Yep, I did. I've had, I think, 3 channels. The first one was the Minecraft one. The second one, I was with Vine. I was on Vine with, Leyland once again. We made stupid vines and we uploaded them to YouTube, and they were just so bad. So of course, I deleted the channel because then I was thinking, hey, I'm kind of into drawing and art, but I don't really know what I want to do with life. But before I managed, to get to pinnacle ascension tier of the YouTube Storytime animator, I started up this channel because I think it was like Valor Vlogs or something like that, where I wanted to ride the Pokemon Go wave. So my intention was to go out and make Pokemon Go vlogs, and I got nothing. Like I got this really terrible 3D animation software, and I made this intro off of this like bootleg thing that made it for you. You know what I mean? Like those 3D intros you see everywhere. And I posted it, and that was that. And I've never used it. I haven't logged on since. So those are my channels that I've used in the past.
I see. Pokemon Go is not a good game, Zed. It's not.
No. When it started out, I loved it. I wasn't really addicted, but it was pretty fun, and I got some exercise. So I thought, hey, why don't I make this a vlog thing? And nothing ever came of that.
I played it once, hated it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then they started raising the prices, and I just kind of dropped out. I don't even have it installed. I haven't had it installed for over a year now.
good. Glad you uninstalled it. Hi there, Dappy. How are you?
Hey, Dappy.
Uh, when did you start drawing, Zed?
Ooh, I know that this is the really stereotypical YouTube animator, or really any artist. The stereotypical comment, I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil, but it really is true. And I've really been drawing for as long as I remember. Not that any of it was good, but I remember specifically around the 2nd grade where there was a kid who was better at drawing than me, and he was like, hey, I bet I can draw better than you. So then I challenged him to a drawing contest, and I lost. And basically, since then, I've been determined to beat him at a drawing contest. So that's kind of where this all stems from, And the challenge is still going on. I don't know where that kid is, though. I hope he's okay.
I see. Now, why'd you decide to start drawing?
Why did I decide to start drawing? I honestly don't know. I grew up on cartoons, but I also grew up on like live action, so I honestly don't know what encouraged me to start drawing. At first, I wanted to be a storyboard artist. Around the 6th or the 7th grade, because I always thought, oh, animation is way too hard. I'll never be able to do that. So then I wanted to perfect my drawings and not animation. And I guess that kind of carried me through to where I am today and probably where I'm going. So it wasn't anything about like emotional or, stereotypical or anything like that most you'll get an answer out of most artists. It was just something that I could do, doodling in my notebooks during boring classes, or just and during car rides I'd bring a sketchbook with me and I'd practice. Not that I had an end goal of getting good in mind, but just for the sake of doing it, I guess.
Right, so, did you just learn through practicing, or did you watch tutorials or anything like that?
I tried tutorials. I actually have like 6 old sketchbooks. It's pretty hilarious, but I tried tutorials. They never worked for me. I got the whole, you draw a circle and then put the face grid lines on there. You know what I'm talking about, hopefully.
I think so.
But yeah, no, I tried that. Didn't work out. I tried the whole anatomy thing. Not that it didn't help me to learn anatomy. It was more of, I don't want to say it was a guide, but it was more of like one of the stepping stones that I was like, okay, I'm not going to watch any more tutorials. I'm going to, build anatomy up on my own by looking at references, by, making poses and trying to duplicate them, and so that's kind of, I guess, it's kind of the answer to that. I mean,
Now, when did you start the animation process?
the animation process, could you like define that? Like where
Like, when did you start to get into animation?
I started to get into animation probably around November of 2016. That was when I discovered, the animation channels. Jaden was first, there was Domix. There were a bunch of others. I wasn't quite as fond of them, but, then I found lots of other animation channels, and I was like, hey, I should get back into cartoons again. So then I started watching all the mainstream cartoon shows, and I was like, hey, that's really cool. I want to make my own cartoon show someday. And then I realized, it was almost like this moment of realization, hey, I need to I need to practice my skills if I ever want to achieve this big dream goal of mine. If you know what I mean. Like, I discovered like Adam and Rebecca Parham, and they really inspired me to go down this path, because all their words were, just do it. I wish I had started earlier, and you will too. You need to start now. And that was kind of something that I had always told myself, what that wasn't true, almost. Where it was like, oh no, that won't happen. I'll just get me a drawing tablet and everything will be fine. Well, it didn't turn out fine. My first big step into animation was in June of the same year, where I decided to get serious with my art, and I bought a Wacom Intuos art tablet, $250. I saved up for months, and I absolutely hated it, and it was a huge deterrent for me, because that was something that was like, I spent so much on this, and it didn't make things instantly better. And that was something for me that was like, when it didn't quite click yet, but it definitely drove the thought in there, like, okay, I can't use this thing. I need to go my own path. This won't make everything better. I need to do what I want to do. And what I wanted to do is follow in the steps of I don't want to say heroes, but my inspirations. And I wanted to be an animator all of a sudden. And I wanted to make animations, but how could I do that without a tablet? So then I just grabbed, I got a art tablet for Christmas, and I started animating on that, and I still do until my Cintiq comes in the mail in about a week and a half. So I don't know.
Right. So you just started animating because you were like, hey, I've seen Jaden, I've seen all of these people, and I want to do that exact same thing.
Yeah, and once I got one video on my channel, it was just a snowball effect. It was like, I need to get this steaming pile of garbage off of my channel. When people enter my channel, this will be the first thing they see, and I don't want that. Almost.
Right. And how'd you go about learning to animate? Did you watch tutorials for that, or did you just?
I watched Alan Becker. I watched like lip syncing tutorials, but of course, by my animation style, you can tell that didn't really help.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then I just decided, like, you know what? Hey, I'm just gonna skip all that good stuff. And I just dove like straight into it, just dove straight into it with no idea of what I was doing. I made a first video and I cataloged, okay, what mistakes did I make? What can I do better next time? And then I went to, of course, the Toon Boom camp, and I learned some stuff from there. It really helped me. It helped me learn Toon Boom as a program over the 2 weeks that I was there. And I made another video, and once again, I repeated the process. This is a steaming hot load of garbage. I need to get this off my channel. So I made another video, and then repeat the process, rinse and repeat another video, and here we are today with what is it now, like 13 steaming loads of hot garbage all over my channel. But I'd like to say that I've improved, and I'm self-taught, so I'd like to consider myself self-taught, because I just learn from my mistakes and I just keep going.
Right. Now, did you hear about the recent rules that were changed for monetization on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
So this ties in with the question that I'm about to ask you. What's your opinion on how YouTube treats animators, especially after what they've just done?
In my opinion, the new regulations are good. It means that there's more money to be spread around, and it means more consistent payment because, as it said, and of course, YouTube's a corporation. So, Google's a corporation, and I don't really like Google because they want to be the one, like Apple wanted to be the one, the only. And I think that YouTube is starting to treat animators as almost it's like new figurehead, I want to say. Of course, there are still, of course, there's definitely still many things that they could do to improve. Like, for example, recommend videos that users actually want to see and not based on a monetization bias or like status. Um, but no, I think that the new rules make it less complicated for channels to get reviewed. It'll cut the wait time down. And of course, I was salty at first too. I had submitted a report for monetization on December 14th, and I waited. And January 1st, I got the message, you are now monetized, you're now eligible for monetization. Your channel's been reviewed. And then the very next day, my channel was under review again, and everything just stopped. Now, for me and many other channels, it's not about the money, it's about creating things. And for me, I would never do it for the money. If my channel was completely shut out of monetization, I would make a new channel, I would move, because not only do I not need that money, that's not really what YouTube's supposed to be about. Like, some people will take advantage of the system, but in my opinion, with the new monetization rules in place, they will uh, I want to say protect those who need to be protected, and I hope that they'll take spam reports more seriously and take threatening accounts down or give them a strike or give them a warning. But that's my 2 cents on the matter. And right now, I think that YouTube's looking like animators on YouTube. It's looking up. Now we're in the fourth or fifth generation of animators, and it just keeps getting like the audience just keeps getting bigger and brighter with lots of more talented people entering the scene. And right now, it seems to be a good environment. Minus the automatic demonetization. But I haven't seen much about that since the new regulation. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's looking up.
Yeah, I think they're good for bigger creators. Obviously, they need that. We smaller creators don't really need the money, and we barely earn anything. Like, I don't want to earn anything really.
Mhm.
I earn like what, maybe like $5 a month, something like that, which is
Yeah. Yeah,
very,
at the most.
yeah.
Like the most that I would get would be from the super chats. And that's something that, uh, that's something that I hope that they can keep because I'm pretty sure that you need to be monetized in order to receive super chats. So for people who aren't monetized, in my opinion, they should do what Patreon does because if you don't have your bank card or tax filed up with Patreon, they will keep the amount that will be deposited into your bank account in like a separate block almost. So in my opinion, I would like the money that could have been earned from the creators to be separated and put into almost a safe hold so that when the creators want to cash out, they can. Or when they get their tax information sorted out, they can.
Right. Um, yeah, but for the super chats, I know like YouTube takes like 50% of them or
Oh,
something.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
like 35%, something like that. Yeah, because that's the amount that was taken from mine, I think. I'll have to check later, but it's around that point. Like I think like 35 to 60% would be my rough guess.
I see. Yeah, that's quite a bit, 60%. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why, in my opinion, Streamlabs donations are better because content creator gets all of the money.
Oh yeah, of course. But then again, people are lazy, and like, not that I'm against Streamlabs. It's just, in my opinion, 9% of the people who are gonna donate through the super chat because, let's be honest, people are lazy. They're on their phones or their tablets. They don't want to wait 5 minutes to put in their banking information because it's already all on YouTube. So of course, YouTube takes a large portion of it. But you know, I can't really. I don't want to diss YouTube for all the stuff for all the opportunities that it's given people. And sure, it comes with the bad, but with the super chats, I do agree they do take a large amount, and I think that it should go towards the creator. I
Yeah,
mean, the I mean the 60-40 split is enough.
yeah. Right. So I was curious as to why you decided to change your name to BaggiBoi.
I like it. It sounds good. I like the alliteration. The suffix "imations" is extremely popular within the animation community right now, especially Storytime. Um, there are so many channels, like, there's Animations right off the top of my head. There was uh, Pixelmations. There's I can't, of course, and then you have the suffix "animations" or like "animates," and that it was just kind of something like, hey, my persona has a bag over their head. Therefore, I'm going to change my name to Baggy something. And my first thing was, hey, how about I Baggy? And I was like, what about BaggiBoi? That sounds good. And I just loved it. It was instantly, me. I liked it. It was something that I could apply. If someone asked me what my channel, I would just say, oh, it's BaggiBoi, with two I's instead of Y's, cool.
Right. Hi there, Mystic Pilots. Um, I know you used to go by Zedimation, so I assume you picked that because Zed is your name, and then Amations is
Yeah.
the animation part.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think it was in your talent show video. You mentioned that you used to take Kung Fu, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
yep, I did.
I used to do Taekwondo for a bit.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm actually, tomorrow I actually have Taekwondo lessons, so that's cool. It's
Ah.
a neat twinsies.
Yeah, I sadly don't do it anymore. I'm now a bowler.
Oh yeah, I think I quit Kung Fu with like a yellow or a green belt when I was 6, honestly.
What belt are you in Taekwondo, Zed?
I'm actually only starting tomorrow, so.
Ah, gotcha. What got you into Kung Fu? I was curious about that.
Well, my mother wanted to teach me self-defense, and me being like 4 or 5 at the time didn't really have my own free will, so I just went along with it. And it was fun, so I didn't complain.
So assuming you quit at 6 and you started like at 4, you did it for 2 years?
Around 2 years, 1.5, yeah, around then.
Gotcha. Um, so you don't know much, assuming you only did it for 2 years, and you've probably forgotten.
Oh, I've forgotten everything. Actually, in the talent show, I did like like some really weird spiritual type like kung fu moves, like cobra, tiger. Like, I think I did like 6 or so moves that I had learned, where it's basically you like contort your body into a weird position, and then you kick your foot, and then you move into another position, and that's basically what I did. So
I see. So now you've decided to get back into it, but instead of doing Kung Fu, you're doing Taekwondo?
yeah, just to give it a try.
I see. I quite liked it, but the thing is, my mom didn't like me sparring because if you were,
Ha!
yeah, if you were to,
What a nerd.
yeah, if you were to see a picture of me in real life, I'm very skinny. So, so like, she was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I'm 5'4", so you know.
Well, I'm tall. I'm 5'11", but I'm really skinny.
I'm a small kiddo, just here. So I kind of need the taekwondo on my side because it's not like I can intimidate anyone at all.
Oh no, I can't intimidate people either with my body, Zed. I'm not like some like ripped 5'11".
I can relate.
um. Oh, okay. So I think it was in your most recent video you mentioned that you'd be starting a Patreon.
Yep.
Have you already started it, or when are you gonna start it if you haven't started it already?
Nope, I've started it, and it's been going pretty good. I've gotten some support from a person. I don't really want. The thing is, I don't want to push it on anyone because I don't want to like say, "Hey, support my content," or "Heck you." You know, it's more so people were telling me that they wanted to support my channel, not only with like fan art or a like or a comment or a subscription, but with actual cold hard cash. So I was like, either I reveal my PayPal or I set up a Patreon. So then I decided to set up a Patreon because then I could give people rewards for, you know, giving me their patronage.
Right. Hi there, Awesome May. How are you? What rewards are you offering on it? Because I haven't had a look at your Patreon.
Well, just the $1 is just, hey, thanks for the money. Then reward number 2 is, you get a name in the credits as you do. $5 reward tiers, you get videos up to 3 days earlier. A $10 is I have like 15 unfinished animations on my channel. So people who really want to donate that much can give me that money. If they really want to throw money at me, they can do it. And might as well give a reward because I made those animations like last year, like not even like late 2016. So they're really like some of them are like 2 minutes long. So I don't know, man, just some extra embarrassing content that people can bring up at VidCon, I guess.
Last question I've got for you here, Zed.
All right.
What are your plans and goals for this year?
My main goal is to get 10K by VidCon or by the summer, so by like around June 20th or so, and I'm on my road there. And I know as long as I keep creating content, and as long as people are subscribing for the content that I create, that would be pretty neat. But if not, then that's fine. I'll never do it for the subscribers. I guess one of my personal goals is to get better at dynamic character animation. Like, of course, you have like the 3/4 ankle casual arm movement in my animations now, but I'd really like to work on dynamic scenes, like of the like camera movement. I'd really like to get back into Toon Boom instead of this dinky little program I currently use. And that's pretty much like goals for this year. I don't know. I don't know if do those count as goals?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they're like, I mean, hitting 10K is a goal for sure.
Yeah, that was a goal. My main goal for 2017 was to get to like 500 subscribers, and I passed that around mid-December, and then everything just kind of spiraled out of control and into the dumpster. So I don't want to say that, but you know what I mean. Like it just went crazy, and I just woke up one day and I was like, oh, that's neat, that's cool, and it really gave me the inspiration to look forward to the future.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck in hitting 10K.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me here, Shampy.
You're very welcome, BaggiBoi, aka Loser Boy. No.
Wow, what a nerd.
Nerd Boy.
That should be my new name. This Justin changing my name to Loser Boy.
Zed, since I've given you the name Loser Boy, if you ever make a second channel, you should call it Loser Boy in my honor.
I was gonna call it BaggiBoi, but with 4 eyes. But I'm thinking Loser Boy it's a good channel name. It's got a nice ring to it.
It's good. It's good. Do it. Yeah.
Come on, I gotta now. I've been instructed by the great almighty Shampy.
Yeah. All right, then. Well, that concludes it, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, hi, Tank Bank. I forgot to say hi to you. I see you a lot in the streams. Thanks for
Hey
coming.
there, Tank Bank.
And Awesome Ace says this is a great channel, honestly. Oh, why? Well, why? Thank you. Um,
Thank you too.
yeah, I don't know if she's. Are you referring to me or to Zed? I kind of need clarification on that.
No. They're probably referring to you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, then. That concludes it. I'll see everyone in the next one. Take care and goodbye.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, you're very welcome, Zed. Thanks for coming on. Bye bye.